Yeah.
Here.
I'm looking buff. Look at my arm.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Buff. Look at boom. I look like a buff in this. Not really, but I look at that picture like a buff.
So buff.
I'm Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I already said that.
Yeah. Whatever. Mine's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Jesus.
You made me put my cupcake trash away because you're all Buffy right now. Are you on steroids? Is that why you're all...
No. Come on. Start the show.
This is the theme song for Buff John's arms. This is the theme song for John's arms are buff. Buffing motherfucker, he's a buffer. You're so
I'm
stupid.
a buffer fluffer.
Oh, there's a baby.
Your fucking dog is whining us.
There's a baby.
Welcome to when wife gives you lemons in my buff arms.
And John's buff arms. I win. I could beat you at an arm wrestling.
You cannot.
I am strong.
But you're still not going to win.
Yes, I am.
No.
Because if I start losing, I'm going to kick you in the balls. I'm still going to win.
Are we going to do the shit on the air? The nut shot? No, hey, listen. So, I got nopes.
Oh, whoa.
Sorry, I got a nope.
Oh, my God. Okay, go.
And I remember it, but what I wrote was, oh, my God, he fell down. That was my note title.
Who fell?
I don't know. Some dude. So I had stopped and I was grabbing a drink. I was after lunch and I was headed to a school.
As you would.
Yeah, so I stopped off and I got a drink at the little gas station. And I get back in my truck and I'm getting situated to put the drink down. And I see this guy walk out. He looks like some sort of like college like track coach or something, you know.
Okay.
You know, straight out of the richier area,
Uh-huh.
tracksuit kind of thing. He's
Uh-huh.
yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
Tesla or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it couldn't be. He's getting gas. Anyway, so I see him walk out, and I'm looking, and all of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see something go, and I go, phew. I look to my left, and this guy is on the ground.
Oh, shit.
Like he had walked out of the door, stepped off the curb, and tripped over the parking block. I mean, and he ate it. Bam! He went down. He was an older dude. He went down, and I was like, and I look over, and I see the dude comes out. He's like, dude, are you okay? And he gets up, he goes, yeah, I'm okay. And I went, oh my God, that guy fell down. That was my thought. So that's why I wrote that down. And it was funny to watch him fall, and then I was like, man, that sucks, because the rest of that day, that guy is going to have that visual in his head. I would. It's like what we were talking about that one time about somebody saying something fucked up, and then being like, fuck, all day long.
All day long.
It was, that guy thought about that all day.
Yeah, he fucking fell.
He's like, he goes home, he's like, no, I'm good. He got back in his car. He's like, fuck. Yeah, I'm not coming in today. I hurt my wrist.
How'd you hurt your wrist there, Johnson?
Well, I was,
Johnson, spit it out.
I fell.
Dude, are you okay?
I was pushed by one of the track kids, one of the inner city kids. Pushed me down, and we're Stevens Ranch guys. So. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I have a hypothesis. It's not a theory.
A hypothesis?
A hypothesis, because it's not a theory, because it hasn't been completely proven. But I have two hypotheses. One is when you fall and somebody asks you if you're okay, all they're saying is, hey, dude, I fucking watched you fall, and I'm going to talk about it and laugh about it later. That's all that means.
On my podcast.
That's all that means.
Oh, my gosh.
Two, if you get pulled over by a cop that is under 5'6", it doesn't matter what you say, you're going to get a ticket. Those are my two hypotheses.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of funny and sucked for that guy at the same time. And then I saw this headline that this guy was hiding from the cops. He was running from them, and he was hiding in a bush, and he farted. And the cops smelled the fart.
They heard the fart.
Or they heard it, and they tracked him down. That shit is funny. If that's real, it's funny.
So here's the thing about that, Jonathan.
It's probably not real, and that's okay.
No. Here's the thing about that. We've talked about this
Really?
about 4 months ago.
No, I don't remember.
On this podcast. I brought it up to you. It's somewhere in my notes.
Well, it just got re-brought up.
Okay.
How's that?
Okay.
Well, I took a picture of it because there was a headline and
I'm pretty sure there's a picture of it too.
Well, we'll have to see it again.
A rerun.
Rerun that shit.
Rerun that beautiful video footage.
Anyway, I thought that was fun. So those are my notes for the day.
Nothing else happened this week? We didn't do anything this week?
Well, you want to talk about the engagement party? Is
Well,
that what you're waiting to talk about? I figured you'd bring that up in your notes.
Well, I mean, it's...
So we had an engagement party for the kids
Mm-hmm.
at my sister's house.
Uh-huh.
It was a good time.
That's it.
Well,
That's it.
I cooked a lot of meat.
Oh my god. I know, everybody kept asking where we got it catered
Where did it get catered from? From the white boy in the corner, dude.
The engagement party was perfect
It
for
was a success.
everyone but me. I lost my voice. I did not feel good the whole day.
And then you got sick that night.
We weren't gonna mention that.
You got sick that night.
I got so sick.
Yeah.
And it wasn't from drinking. It was I overplayed myself. I just did too much. I shouldn't have talked as much. I tried to do more than I should have.
No, we had fun.
I told secrets to Tyler's grandparents. They're
What
never.
secrets did you tell them?
I explained to them about my Batman tramp stamp and how I got it,
Oh.
and I explained to them that I dated a strip club DJ. I told our future daughter-in-law 2 of my story ideas, one of them being the heaven and hell one.
Oh.
Yeah, I just the whole time with like barely a voice, barely a fucking voice. I actually went to the doctor the next day because I'm like, what the fuck? And she's like, you have laryngitis. And I'm like, yeah, well, when I get super stressed out, I lose my voice. And she was like, you've got to rest your voice. And I'm all, did you just tell me to shut the fuck up? And she's all,
You're like that TikTok going around. Has anybody else had this forever? This cold and this cough. It's because of your something in the air.
But I wasn't contagious. I asked her, I go, did I just get like 60
Come on, I was conspiracy eyeing.
No, and we went over that. We're not conspiracy. So yeah, like, Michelle and Scott hosted it basically because
everybody loves them.
Everybody
they don't
loves
love us, but they love them.
Yeah. It was very weird in that aspect. Everybody's like, it was very much like Scott and Michelle were Tyler's parents, and we were just fucking the weird aunt and uncle that were there.
Pretty much.
Because everybody loved Scott and Michelle, and nobody could talk to me because I couldn't fucking talk. I was fucking miserable the whole fucking day. I was like, pull it together, pull it together, pull it together, and then it just was too much.
Yeah, it was a lot. But it's done. It was a good
It's
time.
done. Everybody had fun.
Yep. And then on to the next project.
And we have a listener number 22.
What? Who's 22?
Thomas is 22.
Oh, I didn't remember his number.
You don't remember shit.
Fuck, I can't remember anybody's numbers. Hey! At this point. Why is your foot in my Peter?
Why is your Peter in my foot?
The air hump in your foot.
And let's see. And Thomas kept coming up to me and he's like, you're doing good, because I'm like, this sucks, I can't talk, I can't be joy. Shauna told me I am chaos.
That's hilarious.
She's like, well, you know, like you're chaos.
I thought it was really funny too is when me and Jamie and Shauna were talking and said something. She says, well, who's the whore of the family then? And we got real silent, and I look at Jamie and my sister, and she's like pointing at me. Like,
okay.
Like nobody's looking. This guy over here.
That's a good transition, because I massaged Hot Vet again on...
Who?
Hot Vet. If you need anything, Hasley Canyon Animal Hospital.
Oh, Hot Vet, and I'm like, Hot Corvette? You're driving a Hot Corvette, that's awesome.
No, we were talking, and we were talking about how, you know, the kids are waiting until after marriage to fuck.
Touch.
And, holy shit.
Yeah, I'm not marrying anything.
One of our nights, she goes, so they don't even soak?
They maybe. They said no, but it's not no.
No, they, according to someone, they don't do anything.
I don't know. That's just hard because, like I said, I don't. That's the next 4 years of just laying around.
Starfishing.
Yeah. That's a move. The starfish. Well, would you like me to starfish left or right?
Well, the sad thing is, like, guys, you guys can orgasm with a good sneeze. Like,
we could fuck a pillow and get off, but still.
I mean, we need, like, PlayStation moves. Ups, down, right, left, right! You know, like, that poor girl may never have an orgasm until she leans against, like, the spin cycle.
On accident.
On accident. I feel bad. Like, you need practice.
Maybe, look, the kid might be a natural. We don't know. He might step up the game and do some teaching. It's going to take a while, but maybe. Because, I mean, I was hoey. His mom was hoey.
So, speaking of you being hoey, we were talking about it, and he's like, no, you...
I wasn't. I was a good boy.
And he's like, you need practice. And I go, but here's the thing. When you practice when you're younger, practice outside the city limits of where you're going to get married and have kids. And he was like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, my husband is a retired whore. And I'm like, I can't tell you how many times we've been in Target, Walmart, Ralph's. And I hear, John Barnett, is that you?
I used to be a stud back in the day.
And I'm like, dude, she knows what your dick looks like. She knows what your dick...
Why do you think they were so happy to see me? Because they remember.
And then...
Unagi.
And then there's been a couple times, too, where I'm massaging and I'm like, oh, how old are you? And they're like, oh, I'm 50. And I'm like, oh, what high school did you go to? And they're like, Hart. And I'm like, oh, you must know my husband, John Barnett. And they get super quiet. And I'm all, you've had sex with my husband.
There's a possibility.
And more than once. This has happened. I went out of state to do my whoring. It's gone.
Well, see, that just goes to show that my roots here in this valley are so deep that I had stayed in town to work it.
And it just sucks because,
Well, now it's a little different because there's way more people in the last 20 years than there is. There's way more roads and homes and people.
Or we'll be like, the kids will be like, oh, I have a friend. And then you're dropping our kid off at the friend's house and you come back and you're like, oh, I fucked that kid's mom. I'm like, what the fuck, John? And you're like, yeah, I knew her. We knew each other really well. Really well in high school. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow. Dang. I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
But, let's see. I was a good boy. I'm retired.
You're retired.
I'm retired.
Dead? What is...
I was saying the rest of it.
You're so stupid.
What? So then you can put it together. So anyway, I don't do that anymore. That's a horrible thing.
John?
I would never do that.
John Barnett? Whatever. If your dick was a jawbreaker, you'd be at the white center already. The red be sucked off, the blue. Skinny. Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a bunch of different colors from the lipsticks. You would know. You would have had it all looked over. It would have been smeared.
Okay, you can stop. You can stop.
Ooh. So
John was a whore.
So what else you got?
I don't know. I feel like we should talk about the engagement party more.
Well, I don't know what else to talk about. I mean, it was, we were all hanging out. Everybody chatted. We hung out.
I can't say anything because I wasn't really a part of it at all.
I kind of wasn't either.
It was weird, right?
Yeah. Listen, I kind of wasn't either. I was there.
I was
hanging
there.
out with the kids.
I was hanging out with the kids a lot.
I was hanging out with, with the, the nephews and the other nephews.
Yeah, I didn't hang out with the new family at all. I don't think I said one word to the mom.
Well, you know what? That's not true. I talked to one of his future brother-in-laws for about 20 or 25 minutes, and we had a good conversation. I talked to his other brother-in-law who has a young kid.
The baby.
Yeah, and I talked to him for a couple minutes, but they didn't. I don't know. it's probably, I just read into everything, so I don't want to say anything's bad because it's probably me wanting to project something.
I didn't talk to.
But I never really felt anything. I just, it was cool. I'm glad they all had a good time, and it sounded like all the friends had a good time, like all the young kids that came, and
yeah, it was a success.
Like the party, like the wedding party kids, the girls, they all had a good time. We adopted one of the girls that she ended up staying for a little while.
I've adopted her a long time ago.
Yeah, but now I think she officially got adopted.
Yeah, she's mine. Michelle kept walking in and going, I love her. And I'm like, she's mine. I claimed that one a long time ago.
Right, and then, and then you got to see Tyler's grandparents, well,
what was I going to say?
But I don't know. I don't have any issue with them. I think they're good people, and I respect what they helped him too. They helped our son too. Or did ever.
Right.
So I gotta respect that, even if they were shitty in the beginning.
Right.
But they didn't know.
Right.
And then once they found out, they jumped on the right team because they knew they were gonna lose if they didn't.
Right.
And everything worked out.
Well, Tyler walked up to me. He's like, "Did you know Gene and Stuart are coming?" And well. Yes, I invited them.
Never mind.
I was like, come on, child. So
let us go, child.
I don't know.
But it was
he
cool.
still hasn't moved out, by the way. He's at an apartment.
He
for
just
2
got
weeks.
his bed. He just got their bed mattress today.
Oh.
And they're hanging out over there today. That's why he's going to hang out over there, and then she's going to go home, and then he's going to come back here, and then. Probably next week is his official.
Well, I will say nothing in his room is packed yet, except one box.
I think he takes like one thing at a time.
One box with all of his Hot Wheels in it. And I was like, oh, he packed a box, and I looked in, and I was all of his toys.
And like the Legos and the toys that are on. Those are my racers. I would take those.
I just started laughing. I'm all,
I wonder
he
what
packed.
they're going to do. Where's he going to put all that stuff? They have a one-bedroom. I think they only got a little one-bedroom.
Yeah, it's 120. Or 720.
720. I mean, it's a big one-bedroom.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'd assume so. Because our old house was 1,100 or something like that. So, I mean.
No, good for them.
Yeah.
Brody's sending me paint samples every night. Brody was like the king. Brody made chocolate covered strawberries for the engagement party, and that was fucking.
Don't mind the gray.
Oh my god, that child.
But people were just mashing them though.
Yep. And I panic bought extra cupcakes.
So we're running out of cupcakes. We're eating them every day, and I hate them. I'm so over having them in the house right now.
I know, there's so many.
I feel like bagging them and freezering them just to hide them.
Or taking them to work. You have a work.
You could take them to freebies at work.
I don't have enough people. It would be me and Allie eating them. That's all it would be.
Well, then maybe I'll think about something.
You're boring tonight.
You're boring tonight.
You're a whore.
I'm not. I'm retired. Don't yell at me.
John? Oh my gosh. I remember when you were still the red flavor of your dick.
So what if I went to Texas? You'd be all, oh, no, your titties. Hey, no, your titties.
So I paid a couple rent checks winning.
Playing my titties?
No, what do you call them? Wet t-shirt contest.
Again, I'm showing my titties and I'll get my rent.
My titties are nice. That's the only thing I got going for me is my titties and maybe my eyes. Oh, I had like 4 people compliment my eyes at the party. They're like,
eyes?
They're like, your eyes are so pretty. Your voice sounds like shit.
Man, if your voice matched your eyes, you'd be ugly as shit. Just kidding. I was kidding.
John has a small dick.
I made your dog cry.
You made a lot of cry.
Yeah, well, what I do? Make your life full of regret, woman.
Alright, I will feel better next week. I'll have obviously more notes because John has none. I wish I could talk to you guys more about the engagement party, but really I have nothing. Like
I kind of didn't either. I cooked. I played some cornhole with the kids, and that was kind of it.
Yeah.
Like, none of the other younger kids, I mean, other than our youngsters, none of the other youngsters were really interested in talking to me at all, so.
I was like, I knew, like, because everybody I've seen, they're like, oh my God, how was the party? Because I was like, I get stories. I'm a story collector. And I was like, I have fucking nothing.
I mean, look, it was successful.
It was, but that's all.
But I feel that's exactly, you know what it felt like? It felt like just when we do all our holiday parties, when we have our families, that's kind of what it felt like to me.
No.
With less family.
No, because there was no story. Normally I have stories. I have no stories. Except Andrew made me mad, and then I declared him no longer my favorite nephew.
Whoa. Bro.
And then I declared Thomas the new one.
Wow. Little brother got some love.
Yeah. Well, Andrew was saying the truth. And I was like, stop
Nobody likes the truth.
saying the truth. Because he was like, so-and-so is going to be an hour late, and so-and-so is going to be 2.5 hours late. And I was like, we know, but we don't say that out loud.
Yeah.